Tinubu said we will win. President Tinubu, yes, good to give hope, but it's hard to say we will win. The ecosystem is in tatters. I mean, look at the military officer, 109,000. Dr. Abati, go no further. You were saying how they rescued the fighter pilot, was a colonel, was a redneck, top officer, colonel. You know what America did? America decided to blow up another F-15 Eagle, over $100 million. On the rescue mission alone, America spent close to $500 million just to get this man out. They sent 2 other planes, they sent an Hercules, they sent 2 helicopters, Pedro 11 and Pedro 12, to act as buffer shields to be able to rescue this man.
Rescue one man.
Dr. Bati, I feel like crying this morning. General Uba in the bush had low battery. He had low battery. And he made a message out that please come and save me. General Uba was never saved.
A general in the Nigerian army.
Brigadier General. General Uba was never saved. The next thing we heard was that the bandits got him. And they killed him. Remember how General Uba's wife had to cry that we let General Uba down.
Okay, we just expect government to be to do more. So the plan is not to discourage soldiers, Nigerian soldiers.
When President Tinubu says we will win, I'm sorry, but I don't believe him. You know why? They're busy about buying military platforms, big military platforms. They're not even thinking about the soldiers that are losing their lives every day. They're not showing like they care for them. It's all about signing defense contracts where people get to benefit, where people make millions. Leonardo, all the companies make millions. But we couldn't save General Uba. General Uba was from, I think, the 25 Strike Force, a very prominent team that had done a lot in fighting banditry. General Uba was our hero. And we let him down. And we all remember how this government acted around the story. At first, there was a lot of denial.
Yeah. I just want to say, because it's important, based on what you're saying, that...
Hello, everyone. I'm sure you felt, emotional watching that video of Oseni Rufai breaking down on live television while he spoke about General Uba. If you're one who has empathy and one who feel there are many things that the military go through that will really break you. Yes, I know the Nigerian military does not have the best of relationship with its citizens. But sometimes if you really look at it, they are also victims of the system, a system that has failed them. We saw some time ago a Nigerian soldier came out where he was talking about the fact that politicians and people who are elected in office or appointed should also have their children come and serve in the military. And the next thing we heard, he was arrested, and as of now he has been dismissed from the military. Probably that can be the best thing that would have happened to him. And he did, an interview where he talked about even how much they are being paid in terms of something less than 70,000 or something, or 90. And then it was only recently that he became 100 and something, 109 or thereabout. And talking about the feeding and all of that. But most importantly is the way and manner in which the military and soldiers are treated, when something happens to them. Either they fall sick or they lose their lives. For someone who decides to go to war, to put his life at risk for the benefit of the nation, you would think that the nation will do everything it can to ensure that they treat them better. Okay, it doesn't. You find that the soldiers who injure themselves, who are injured at war, are forced to use their money to do treatment. And when they don't use their money, it becomes a major problem. These are things that, these are things that touch you. And when you see how, this general that was killed by a terrorist who had his convoy or military formation that was going at ambushed. He was able to escape. He reached out to his military. He got across to his military, sent them message, spoke to them, sent messages, gave his location where he was for him to be picked. And it ended up that it was the terrorists that picked him up. There are some certain things that are so that when you keep hearing about them in the Nigerian military, you just wonder what really is going on. And he was killed. And for me, one of those moments, it's in 2014, the killing of Chidima Hedima. He was an Air Force pilot, Air Force officer who drove the aircraft. His father was also a military, officer, a retired military officer. And Hedima was killed. He was captured by Boko Haram. His testing fell, his aircraft. And when he was captured by Boko Haram, they showed it, did the video and everything. And the Nigerian military denied him. They said that he was not one of them. You can imagine for years, you can imagine how painful. His father is late now. His father died some years back. But only God knows how heartbroken the family would have felt seeing their own son and the Nigerian, military denying that he was one of them. This was the era when a lot of the things that were happening, the military did everything to deny that they were happening. Even the Chibok girls' abduction, they came out to say that they had rescued all but 8. It was when the families started shouting that they've not seen their children. They said they've rescued them. Where are their children? That they came out to recant that story. And that was how he was beheaded by terrorists. It was years later that the military even acknowledged that indeed he was one of them. Do you know the pain that would have caused to the families? They go through so much. Sometimes even when soldiers are killed, the Nigerian military is doing everything to hide it. There is no honor given to the families, no closure. Some of them, they are not informed. Some of them, they deny. And yet, they keep constantly burying people. Is it Major? I can't remember the full. No, it wasn't Lieutenant Colonel Abu Ali. It was people who are fighting the war. A fine military officer who did everything for Nigeria, who was a hero fighting terrorists. At the end of the day, he was killed. And there were quite a number of them that were killed in very suspicious manner, in a way that looks as if it was, deliberately done. And when you see all of these stories, it just breaks your heart. And you wonder when some people say, is it really what it is? Nigeria really what it is that these people put in? And there are so many stories out there, so many people who are suffering, so many people who are going through a lot. If we cannot take care of our soldiers, how are our soldiers going to take care of us? You've seen even where terrorists are mocking our own soldiers, where they say that they can't bullets to give them, whereas the terrorists have unlimited bullets. It's really such a shame that we allow ourselves to be in this position. And you know what? I feel Rufai Oseni. I hear him. And I feel the pain that he carries. It's a pain of empathy. As bad as it is, it's better to be empathetic than to be stone cold. One day we will have a nation that will really work for everyone and not for a few. Thank you so much for watching.